Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be following a tutorial by Ergo Josh with his face chimp challenge using these two reference photos to see one, if it's beginner friendly, and two, if it'll help me become more effective with my sketches. So if you want to see how I've been able to do that, stay tuned. From what I understand of the videos that I've watched from him, you start off by drawing a general shape of the head, and then you draw the superhero mask on the face or where the eyes would be. You want to go up as high as the eyebrows and then as low as right above the tip of your nose, and you want to draw circles for the eyes. And when it came to him drawing the mouth portion, he started at the top of the nostril and then he stopped right above the indent of where your chin is under the lips. So that's kind of what I followed.
I've been good, I've been gone, I've been lost in the loops. Got a hoodie and some headphones, walking with troops. Ain't no inches in the feed, just noise and flex. But I found God once in a vinyl set.
And one thing that I can say is that after drawing the guidelines, my lines were a little bit more confident. Usually when I sketch, I tend to chicken scratch a lot because I'm trying to figure out where the lines are going while I'm drawing. But having that guideline on the picture itself helped me to figure out where my anchor points were, and it made me more confident in my drawing, which I feel like translated with my final line. I thought it was going to take me a while to work on it, but looking at the track time, it took me about an hour and 15 minutes, which for me is great because the last time I tried to do a drawing using guidelines, I didn't really have a good idea of it, and it took 4 hours to do a sketch. So it passed the first test for me, but now we're going to move on to the second test. It took about 4 good tries for me to get to a place that I wanted to be with London. 4 good tries and a snack break, because I don't know if I put too much pressure on myself and I psyched myself out, but it was very hard for me to start the second sketch. But I took a step back, and I think instead of starting with the mask, I started with the side of the face, and I worked myself back up into getting into the process that he talked about. And I still ended up finishing this sketch in about an hour's time as well. So now here are the things that I liked and didn't like about the chimp method. Instead of me trying multiple different ways of drawing guidelines like the sorrow head or the Loomis method, the chimp face was simple enough. We all know what a monkey looks like, and it helped to limit frustrations because I was able to identify general areas on both of the reference photos, and it helped me to figure out the distinct shapes between the two. Although it is a simple concept and it did show results the first time I tried it, I had some difficulties identifying exactly how far out and how far down the mask was going to go. I feel like he could have been not more technical but more descriptive in how to draw out the mask, or even use an example with something straightforward, do a few more examples rather than just two, maybe starting out with just pictures and then drawing the chimp faces before doing a full out illustration. He could have did a better job at explaining what changes he caught. So if he made a mistake, if he didn't draw something out the right way, I feel like he could have did a better job with elaborating how he was able to catch that using the reference. I hope that makes sense. That's more of a nitpick because if I was a complete beginner, if I hadn't drawn anything at all, I wouldn't know to do that. Because I've been drawing for a while, I do know to do that. But if you're talking about a beginner friendly tutorial, then you have to walk people through the process, including how to identify the differences between your sketch and your reference, or even what things to look at when you're looking at a reference photo. The people that critique the use of tracing over portraits don't understand that if your eye is not trained to look for certain things, or if you are not able to identify certain features, it's going to be a lot harder for you to draw. And we shouldn't have to struggle with everything that we do in life. Okay, if you feel like you need to trace over your reference to understand what's going on and then draw those guidelines separately off to the side, then do that. Who's gonna stop you? Okay, then if your sketch does not look exactly like the reference, remember that it is still a sketch. There are a lot of details that you haven't put in yet, And once you put those details in, it could resemble your reference a lot more. Don't get discouraged if when you're done with the sketch, when you're done with the chimp face, you put all of the foundational lines down, it still doesn't look the way you want it to. You just got to keep going. Okay. I went ahead and linked his videos, the ones that I used for my art study. If you want to try it yourself, watch his videos yourself, and maybe you have a better understanding than what I did, be my guest. Let me know down in the comments how that went.
Book in the brain. Used to chase things that were run from me. Now I sit still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose
So now that I'm done with these sketches, I'm going to be looking for tutorials to show me how to efficiently color them in. So if that's something that you like to see, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as ring that bell so that way you know the next time that I post. Again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, bye.